So I started learning to program in 2020, and I kind of timed it so that accidentally I committed to a boot camp right when lockdown started. So I was in the staffing industry and nobody was hiring. Everybody was panicking. So I basically was getting paid to learn to code for several months. And when I started doing boot camp, obviously the learning curve jacks up and it's like you're drinking from a fire hose. Could not pick up a knitting or crochet project during boot camp at all. Like I would just like stare at it and be like, nah, not today. Like the entire part of your brain that is used to figure out like a new stitch or like follow a pattern or anything like that is so similar to coding that after doing it for, 8-10 hours a day, I was like, that's not relaxing to me anymore. I can't do it. So there's a sharp decline in my fiber arts. And that's when, like, right after I finished boot camp, I was like, that's kind of like weird. Like, I wonder if anybody else has made this connection. And then that article was just like the beginning of it for me. I was like at Netlify Compose at the after parties being like, guys, what about like knitting and programming? And two like researchers were like, you mean computational knitting? And I was like, oh, great, there's another term. Awesome. And so I even, through some personal life stuff, met someone who taught fiber arts at the Chicago Institute of Art. And so I've got some new articles and stuff for my workshop at CodeMash, which is fiber arts and programming. So I'll be talking about that relationship and also teaching people to crochet and knit. And the relationship is so interesting because like people will just be blown away by the fact that like MIT hired women to weave wire together to create ones and zeros to make little old lady memory for rockets that went up into space for them to work. So like the first punch cards were jacquard looms making textiles, and like it's really more of a marriage than it is like two separate things that just keep influencing each other.